In this video, we're going to talk about how to print colored text to the terminal in Python. Now, this is not so easy to do unless you import a module. You would have to conditionally print ASCII characters. They don't work the same on Windows. So it's a little bit of a mess trying to do it with just built-in functionality. So Curses is built in, but they don't support it on Windows, so I didn't feel like that was a really good option. Option number one that I identified, and this one I like the best, even though it didn't come first in the research, I just feel like the syntax is a lot easier, but Colorama. And so you've got Colorama on GitHub. You know, they talk about how to use it. It's being maintained. 3 months ago were updates. It doesn't work in Jupyter Notebook, but the syntax is much easier to understand. So, from Colorama, you import a init for back and style. Init, you run, it doesn't do anything except on Windows, in which it turns on ANSI in your terminal. And then you do stuff like for.red to make the foreground red, back.green to make the background green, and then style, you can reset all to get rid of the green background, otherwise it'll keep printing that way. And then back to normal now. So let me show you this in the terminal using Visual Studio Code. I created a file that just ends in .py so I can run it normal. And this is the same code as before, and you'll see the output of it here. But if we run it, you've got way to go team, so that's for red. Now it adds background green. It keeps the red foreground. And then when you do style reset all, you go back to normal. And that's it. I mean, you can read the docs on it if you want to do more complicated stuff. Okay, the second option I saw mentioned was Termcolor, and they've got their GitHub account here, which includes instructions on how to use it. Now, the first thing you'll notice is that the syntax is a lot more complicated. You have to do call to colored, and then you've got color here and attributes, reverse and blink, and then you print it. Here you can see print with it directly in there. It does work in Jupyter Notebooks, so you get this. It doesn't look very good because it's on white, and you can see where it does this in the terminal. It looks natural and exactly what you'd expect, which this is red, and then you reverse it, meaning make the red background. I don't see it blinking here on this terminal, but that's just probably an implementation detail. And then see print, here you see green on blue right here. So now on Windows, you need one more step. You've got to call this system color, OS system color. Now this throws a weird message if you're not on Windows, so I check to see if the OS name equals NT. Don't know why they use NT, but that's the string that tells you if you're on Windows, and I put it behind an if then, or an if, so that you only call it if you're on Windows. So that's it. Pretty straightforward. Now you do have to learn the syntax of whichever library you go with. Again, I found Colorama to be much more natural to use, but you can make up your own mind about it. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Hit like down there to help me build an audience and get more people to be able to see these videos. I'll see you in the next one.